Welcome back to Good Day State Line. At this point in January, we feel like we have a good feel for what we should ditch from our diets to be healthier, but what should we add in? Tonight, how cool is this? We are chatting with Olympic snowboarder Erin, Simmons, Nemec, and registered sports dietitian Amy Goodson. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hi, good morning.
You look cold and warm at the same time.
It's surprisingly warmer than you think, and now we got sun, so we're really doing good.
Where are you ladies right now?
We're in Steamboat Springs, Colorado.
Awesome. Well, I'm so glad to be talking to you guys today because you have a lot of knowledge that I think a lot of our viewers will appreciate as we're trying to make better choices in 2022. And I know you want to talk to us about lean protein, right?
Yes. So, when we look at protein, it plays so many roles in our body, but one of the most important roles is that it provides us with those building blocks that we need to building muscle mass, as well as help repair muscle mass after exercise. So many people are starting to exercise this time of year, and that high quality protein is key for muscle recovery. And when we think about proteins, animal proteins like lean beef are really one of the most complete nutrient-dense sources of protein available because they provide your body with all of the essential amino acids that it needs to build that lean muscle mass, but also help you maintain that. So that is key as we age. So whether you're a young athlete or an exerciser that's trying to stay in shape throughout the new year, we want to make sure that you're getting high quality protein at each of those meals and snacks to help fuel both a healthy but also a strong, healthy lifestyle that you can maintain over time.
I feel like for the past, 20, 30 years, we've heard so many mixed messages about what really is like protein dense food. Are they good? Are they bad? Should we only eat them? Where should we be shopping? Where should we be getting all this food? And so this is like sustainable information about how your body's actually working to use the protein, which is so important.
Yes, when we talk about fueling your body, we want to make sure that you're getting that high quality protein at each of your meals and snacks. So many people think about it at dinner, but you want to make sure that you start high quality protein in the morning, pairing that with a complex carbohydrate. So, when I talk about using beef in recipes for athletes and just really families and active families, the key is saying, all right, how can I make something maybe on the weekend, like a ground beef, and then incorporate that into an egg cup? I could toss it into a pasta sauce, into a stir fry with colorful fruits and veggies and whole grain rice. So there's lots of opportunities that you can get the protein in. And the other really essential thing to know about beef is that it provides your body with 10 essential nutrients. So you get the high quality protein, but you're also getting the iron, the zinc, and the B vitamins that you need to really fuel an overall healthy lifestyle.
So Erin, tell us how this changed for you from being a Olympic snowboarder, which is incredible, to, maybe not spending as much time out there in the snow when it comes to nutrition.
Yeah, so being a, Olympic athlete out there on the tour, you definitely want to try and keep that diet under control. And, it's not a diet, but just have a well-balanced diet. So if you think of a plate divided into three, you have a protein, a lean protein on one of those thirds. You have veggies and fruit on the other third, and a nice carbohydrate, whole grain on the other third. So if you can balance that throughout the day, it's a little trickier when you're on, in a different country, in a different accommodation. But now that I'm back home and I'm a mother of two boys, 13 and 11, so just providing a well-balanced diet for all four of us at home is just super important, and it just helps helps in recovery after a day up on the slopes here in Steamboat, and helps my boys make it through the next day, and just to build and maintain muscle, and move on to the next day.
Yeah, and 13 and 11-year-old boys, I have two brothers, and actually now I have two nephews that are about 13 and 11. They eat a lot, so you got to make sure that they're eating like high quality food that's actually going to do good things for their body.
Yes.
So what do you guys have in front of you? Tell me a little bit about that dish.
Yeah, so this dish is actually a grilled spicy steak salad, and you're gonna see we've got it on top of all kinds of colorful fruits and vegetables. So this is featuring a top sirloin steak, which is a lean and affordable cut of beef that can really be used in lots of different recipes, and it's a fantastic way to show people how they can easily incorporate a lean protein like beef into an everyday meal that they can make for their family. You could easily add some grains and make this a grain bowl. So when you're out grocery shopping, choosing your family's favorite lean cut of beef, and then saying, how can we start to incorporate that into so many delicious recipes that fuels your family, but it's also something that they enjoy eating.
Which is almost more important. Almost, if they're not going to eat it, then what's the point of making it?
Exactly. And you know, for so many people, if you need recipe ideas, head over to beefitswhatsfordinner.com. We can fuel you breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, give you some cooking tips, as well as some nutrition information to make sure that you and your family are getting what they need.
Well, you got us all covered there, ladies. Thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Good Day Stay Line.